How is it possible we have two Bert Show family members here that have confessed over the last couple of weeks that they have never entered a black person's house?
Does this surprise you, Mo?
A little bit.
Yeah?
A little bit.
Who surprises you more?
One yes, one no.
Definitely you, Jackson. Not so much surprised by Mikey.
I think it's important to establish what everybody's ethnic background is who's never been to a black person's house before.
Okay.
I'm Korean.
I'm white.
So white.
That is about as white as it gets.
All right, Amber, well, this was brought to your attention, and you are black.
Yes.
As of this morning.
Yeah, I've been black for a little bit. But yeah, we were at the Blue Moon. That's a little thing that we do. And I don't remember how we got into this conversation, but I
So y'all
overheard...
are just sitting there drinking at the bar.
Yeah, just drinking at the bar. And I overheard
The things that come up at that place, man.
I think I was talking about it because I was talking about Cavante coming over to my house sometime because we're going to have a sleepover tonight, right? Like, you know, have some good time.
And for those that don't know, Cavante is one of our board hogs.
The sleepover thing did sound weird.
I heard it.
There had to be another way to say that.
We're going to have a play date? I don't know.
I am dying to know how you got into this conversation.
Me too.
Like, hey, bartender, I'll have a black Russian. Hey, speaking of black Russian, I've never been in a black person's house.
I said, yo, you guys should come through sometime because, you know, I got my new screened-in patio and my movie projector, and I'm going to invite some friends over. I think it was something like that. And then Mikey's like, I've actually never been to a black house.
Yeah, or a black house.
Black house.
I've never been to a black house.
So now there's black jobs and black houses. Okay.
And then Jackson's like, oh my God, same.
Yeah, I went ahead and volunteered the information. I confessed it. Somehow it's shameful, but yeah, I've never been to a black house.
Now, let me ask you this question, okay? Because this would be very foreign if my ex-wife didn't grow up in a community that had any black people in it at all. She grew up in Bradford, Pennsylvania, and at the time, there were literally no black people. So much so, she had no interaction that by the time she moved to Washington, D.C., she used to have to ask me, like, what the difference was, I'm not lying here, between a Mexican and a black person, because she could not tell them apart.
Wow.
That's how secluded she was. So, did you grow up in one of those communities?
I mean, it was scarce, but yeah, it existed. I just never went over to their house.
Okay.
Yeah. They never invited me. I never got invited.
The black house existed.
It existed.
We just never went in.
Okay. I'm trying not to be offended. I'm trying really hard right now.
I'd love to go. I just never got the invite. I
wonder why.
I'm not who they like to invite to the barbecue, you know?
I want to invite
It's a
Mikey
cookout
over.
barbecue.
That's probably a part reason you didn't get invited. Okay.
And Jackson?
Yeah, I mean, at first when I heard Mikey say that, I was kind of clowning him, and then I took a step back and I was like, hold on a second. I don't think I have either.
So you've never stepped foot in a black family's home?
Never.
Did you grow up in a diverse community?
No, I grew up with a lot of white people and Asians. And the schools that I went to, like my graduating class in high school probably had like 5 black people total. And I was close with them, but again, never got invited over to any of their houses.
So I'm assuming you never had a black friend, anything like that.
I mean, I have, but they were always like school friends, you know, like less friends that I would hang out with and, you know, chill with on weekends and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Do you notice they keep putting the blame on the black people for not inviting them?
Never got invited. Can't figure out why.
Well, when this got teased yesterday, all I hear is Katie say, "They're not coming over to my house."
I had the same thought.
I mean, you can come to my house, but Katie and Mo were definitely blacker than me, so I don't know.
Now, Mikey, and I'm not coming down on you or judging or anything, just
Here it goes.
in growing up. No. Do you not have any black friends?
I had black friends.
What happened?
Where did they go?
What'd you do?
Relationships faded. Nothing happened, I swear. No, they just faded away. I don't know. They come and go. They come and go. Am I digging a hole? I'm digging a hole here.
They just faded away. All right. So, are you volunteering to have them over to their first black house?
I mean, again, I'm a very first starter black home. Just get you into the throes of things, you know.
What do you think the differences would be? Like, what do you?
I've got some questions.
Lay it on.
I don't want to hear these.
They're not bad.
I think we're going to find out why his black friends faded away
Really quickly.
real quick.
Well, these are just tips and tricks, so I can do it right. I just want to do it right.
All right. So, how do you enter a black person's home?
Oh, dear God.
Shoes in the house? Yes or no? Because
No.
I've noticed
No.
that whites
No.
are the only ones who are okay with shoes in the house.
No, take
take
your
the
shoes
shoes
off.
off.
No shoes.
Always take your
At the
shoes
door.
off.
All right.
Okay.
Solid question.
That is a solid
How
question.
about this one? Talking to parents whenever you go into the house. Like my parents like it whenever people come over, they like to be introduced to my friends.
Yes.
Yes, you have
Yeah.
to
It's
acknowledge your
respectful.
parents for
Okay,
sure.
yeah,
Acknowledge
I
them.
think that's a good thing. How do you know when it's time to leave? For white people, it's well, that's whenever you know, like
We'll
the party's
make it
over.
pretty clear.
Yeah, we make it obvious.
Yeah.
You start interacting a little less. You
Yeah.
start yawning on purpose.
Start cleaning stuff up.
Yep. Start
Turn off the music.
That's the number one sign.
Start
When you
cleaning.
start cleaning up, it's usually time to go.
Yeah.
Okay. After dinner, do you help clean up?
That kind of depends.
That depends.
That depends.
You can offer. It never it never hurts to offer.
Okay. All
We
right.
love a good offer.
I'm feeling better about it.
Is that all you got?
We're talking like he's going to a foreign country.
It literally sounds like he's about to meet like alien life somewhere.
Bring your
not that much
passport. Bring your passport.
Or
You're gonna stamp it?
Or like royalty protocol.
Yes. Am I allowed to touch you? How deep does my bow have to go?
Diplomat house. That's fine.
When you get invited to a home, another question you might ask is, should I bring something as like a thank you gift?
Should always bring something.
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question? Mikey, have you been to Jackson's apartment?
Yes.
Yeah,
Did you
bought a
ask
tree.
him any of these questions?
No. I kept my shoes on too.
But when I went to Jackson's apartment, I asked if I should take my shoes off. Like I thought, so.
Yeah, usually a no-go in my household, too.
A big thing in black households, because the one thing my white friend did that my grandmother to this day has never forgiven him for is never use the decorative towels in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
That's a big one.
Don't do that.
And don't light the candles in the bathroom either. He did that. He lit my grandmother's candles, man. She was pissed.
Rochelle?
Well, I would like to formally invite both of you to my black home.
We will accept.
What are you looking at?
The Bert Show.